Welcome to 2 on the 10. Oh, we back 2 on the 10.
All right.
All right, I'm Paul.
I'm Mitch.
Greedy Nick.
Greedy.
Oh, you know what time it is. Oh, we got to talk about this weekend. How was your weekend?
Mine was all right, but I have to say this, sadly.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Did you have a staycation?
Actually, the staycation streak ended.
Oh!
Hey, hold on. How y'all celebrating? It's a good time of morning.
It's like that Christian McCaffrey. He went what? He went like 16 weeks straight or something like that, and then
Touchdown?
Yeah, and
I was thinking it's more like Joe DiMaggio or something.
Oh,
56
like
games, Mr. Coffee dating Marilyn Monroe.
all right. Well, we got to hear
Yankee Clipper.
how the streak come to the end.
It just was one of those things that,
He ran out of money.
hey, can I borrow a little, can I hold something?
From the Tuesday?
We need to get some sponsor money.
Hey, when we getting that shit? For the price of a cup of coffee, I could go into the staycation. but seriously, it was just one of those things where Chris was a little under the weather this weekend, and on top of that, we have a staycation this week. Mm-hmm. Like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So
I got you.
yeah. So I'm actually off from the office, so so we're gonna kind of do it that way, I guess.
Okay, I got you.
But in the same token, I popped up on Sunday up to the west side,
West side?
And so what's it called? We again, I know I keep mentioning this spot, but again, hey, proof is in the pudding because I put my money where my mouth is. We went to Charcoal Grill again.
Okay.
I did that. Again, amazing is what it is. And then we just did it kind of low key, just caught a movie, and that was about it. We saw that Hunger Games prequel or whatever.
Oh yeah, really? Okay. So how was it?
Actually, it was very interesting. It was cool.
Have you seen the other Hunger Games?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was long as shit.
Really?
It was long as hell.
Yeah, I went and saw a movie on Saturday too. I saw that movie I think it's called Thanksgiving, about the guy that dresses up as the old pilgrim and he goes around killing people.
Yeah.
You know what it was? It was kind of corny, but it reminded me of the original Scream. The original Scream, that was kind of corny, and it was like a whoodunit, and it was like the police involved, and that's what it was like. And then it has all these twists and turns, and at the end they leave it open, they're gonna make a second one basically. But
yeah, I don't fuck with all that scary movie shit. That's not my style. I like sci-fi and thriller.
Pornhub.
Well, no, I kicked that habit, baby.
and the other thing too, I watched. If you guys haven't seen it, I think it's on Amazon Prime. Covenant.
Covenant?
Yeah, it's a dope war movie about the war in Afghanistan and they.
Oh no! I did say that. That's dope. Yeah, it's interpreters.
Yeah,
That's crazy. He helped out the American, and then he went back, and he was on the run, and then he came back to smuggle him and his family out of the country. That was dope. Yeah, I saw that. I saw a movie that I saw on my little fire stick was The Creator. I love sci-fi stuff. Mm-hmm. It's about AI and stuff like that. So
Allen Iverson.
No. The stuff that we're worried about this time because, but what I loved about about The Creator was it showed the different side of AI. We're always worried about them gaining self-awareness and stuff like that, and then coming out to try to wipe us out. That wasn't the case in this movie. It was more about them wanting to live in harmony and make the world better. So I kind of liked it. It was kind of like the humans were trying to wipe the AIs out, it was but it was an interesting movie. Like I said, definitely go see it. It was definitely dope. But let's get back to your weekend. I know we got a little sidetracked.
Yeah, no. That was it. It was actually. It was. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me take a step back. Saturday night, went out to Chandler, downtown Chandler, hit a couple of y'all spots. But one of our
What'd you hit?
First of all, one of our good friends, Jake, his girl Paige, it was her 40th birthday, so we popped out Doug Hopkins, KK, and then when KK was talking about coming on the show again,
okay.
And Doug was like, "You better not tell any stories or whatever. You better, at least represent me well, because not this fabricated stuff." It was kind of funny, so that was pretty cool. So we went to they had a little private thing at Black Sheep, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I like Black Sheep. I like going over there for drinks only.
The wine.
Yeah. Their food over there is kind of suspect. So, but the wine is very good. You go in there, Go in there for happy hour. They got I think $6 glasses of wine, and you can choose.
Oh, I thought they were talking about like the glasses Nick has.
Well,
Mine costs a lot more than $6, bro.
yeah, but no, you go over there. It's a good little a meeting spot, date night, something like that. A little jump. It's for me, it's a little jump off spot. You know what I'm saying? Before you go out for the night, though.
Yeah, and then we went over to the Irish pub.
Well, which one? Not my Irish pub.
One of y'all Irish pubs.
Yeah.
I was up in there.
No, Murphy's Law.
Yeah, Murphy's Law.
Oh, yes, that's
Paul's 20% Irish.
yeah, Shields. That was a slave owner name, but we won't get into that. But anyway, that being said, no, Murphy's Law. I love the Jameson wings over there. You know what I'm saying? If
And
you-
they're loaded fries.
oh my gosh, the loaded fries are so good. Oh, so good. But the Jameson wings, you get them extra crispy. Well, I'm telling you, so good, so good.
Murphy's Law was cool. Nice
Yeah,
spot.
did you like it? Yeah,
It was cool. Very nice.
you should have gone around the corner. So I love downtown Chandler because they are definitely coming up. They got.
They've been coming up for like 20 years.
No. But they're building like crazy up there. They just came out with a new steakhouse. It's called Elliot's. It's a little bit expensive, but the food is decent. It's better than DC Steakhouse.
Really?
Yeah, DC Steakhouse is terrible.
I like it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh no, let's not do the old Chuck Box thing again. It's Chuck Box.
Bro, I'm really gonna question you guys' spot.
We got people pissed off in the comments last week.
No, I'm like, goodness gracious. I'm like, you think DC Steakhouse is good?
Yeah.
First of all, it's a Midwest place. They think that shit is good.
Also, you just the view on the 2 and the 10, and now the Paul just disrespect the whole Midwest.
No. I'm just saying.
You want to be down with the Midwest? Fuck you too.
Oh, look, we got Nelly cussing you out in the comments right now.
No, I'm just saying, is their type of steak and
Their type of steak. What's that mean?
I mean the Midwest? type
Them
of steak.
people, those people.
Them downstairs.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious as a heart attack. That's where they're from, and they think that shit is fucking good. Wow, shit is terrible. And the real talk is terrible. If you go to any
Midwest spot.
no, you go to any respectable steakhouse, and then you go to DC Steakhouse, you'll know that shit is garbage. Straight up. If y'all say anything less, I'm definitely taking y'all food cart up in this piece right now. No.
My food card's certified.
Chuck Bach, DC Steakhouse. Come on now. It's starting to get questionable.
That's why I didn't say. I just said DC Steakhouse is all right. It's all right.
I like it. I had a good meals.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, moving on. They have another place called The Recess, which is a little Mexican spot they got there. Now, that's pretty dope. Their food is hit and miss. I mean, the queso fundido over there, you get it with the carne asada. That shit is fire over there. You go in there, you can get the beers during happy hour for $5. So I like that little spot. And then around the corner, they got two kind of like specialty drink spots. One is called the Spirit House, which is pretty dope. They got so many like custom cocktails in there. You got
Pedal House.
Pedal House Pedal House is not bad. Like I don't mind Pedal House. You go in there and have a drink, whatever. Their pretzels. The pretzels good. The wings are good. Yeah. It's a good spot. It's
The only thing I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I don't like about downtown Chandler is that it seems to end early.
Yes, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with. I mean, Murphy's is the only spot that's
Pops
open.
all night.
Bourbon Jacks.
And Bourbon Jacks is the only place that's guaranteed to open till 2. Even a place I go into like Piro, you know what I'm saying? They close early.
Really now?
Yeah. Well, they close. I mean, they're only open till 2 on Fridays and Saturdays. They close at 12 normally, and that's terrible. It's like I wish Chandler
Chandler's like
would stay open early.
Chandler's a little more grown, and so it seems like remember Nick when we used to hit Chandler all the time. Remember when Modern Margarita was popping in the Shy 54?
Yeah.
It was a cool little spot.
Now they do have this hole in the wall bar. I think you've been at the 408 bar that's over there. It's
down the street. Yeah, that place is cool. I like that spot. I like that spot.
Definitely a dive bar.
Yeah, that's definitely a dive bar, but it's cool. It's a cool little spot. You go in there, you can do karaoke.
I thought you were saying something else. Whoa.
That's you.
I don't know where these motherfuckers' minds are at, but
Hey, it
I'm at
sounded
that right now.
It sounded like it sounded. I didn't.
I don't
Whoa, Kelly.
But no, so I'm excited what they're doing. I mean, they're building. My son actually just moved down there, so
Really?
yeah.
You don't live in. Wow.
No, he don't live out in Mason no more. He lives down in Chandler. He sold his house and then moved into a little apartment. He's going to buy some fourplexes. So I'm proud of him. He wants to become a little entrepreneur and stuff like that. So He's doing his thing, but no, I'm proud of Challenge. I mean, they're putting in apartment complexes down there. Go to the Hidden House.
So you say you're for gentrification?
No, I'm just saying is we all gotta move with the times. So what I'm saying, we can't all stay in the past. I mean, we'll talk about that later, but that's we get stuck in the
You
past.
know what Chandler needs? It needs like a loungy like music spot that you could go and chill, play some hip hop, DJ, lounge kind of.
Yeah, they've been talking about it, but
First of all, even the word hip hop now sounds so just, I don't know. I mean,
But they just need like a
they actually do have this one. It's on the edge of Gilbert and Chandler. It's in the back. It's called the 203. Sometimes it's called the Ultra Lounge, but it's over off Gilbert and
That's the one we went to.
yes.
That's like 2703 or something.
hey,
No, it's 2301.
2301, yeah.
you talking about the Gilbert Road one? The little EXP place?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Right
it.
in the
It's
old,
back. It's in the back.
Oh, when they used to have all
Real
the
estate
MLM realty, like all the mid.
Yeah, it's in the back.
MLM Realtor Market?
That's but that's what I'm saying. I get what they're trying, but it's too far in the back, something like that. I have some friends over there trying to do some things. Hopefully, it'll get it cooking because it's only like 7 minutes from my house. So we'll see what's up. But like I said, Chandler definitely is doing some things. They just got to stay open later. You know what I'm saying? I expect that shit out of Gilbert. But
They need to bring
They
back.
need a late night food spot other than Jack in the Box.
They need to bring back the Draft House.
Right?
oh wow. Anyway, all right. Let's talk about.
How about y'all weekend? Did y'all do anything?
Oh no. Well, we ain't worried about next weekend. I'm just fucking around. Yeah. What about? I almost forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, exactly.
What happened in your weekend, Nick?
That sounds good. All right. So anyway,
I've been sick, so I've been in bed all weekend. Got like a sinus infection.
This motherfucker gonna try to
Coughing and sneezing.
Hey, so if we take a hiatus, you know what happened. Nick got us all
this
sick.
show is sponsored by Mucinex.
Hey, I showed up though.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
Listen. Nick is a rider.
This is like the flu game. I might be sick. I still show up and perform.
For those of you that don't know, that's a Michael Jordan reference, and Nick is not Michael Jordan.
Hey, I'm the Michael Jordan of board operators
He's like
for
the
podcasts. I push 3 buttons. I'm
like
good.
the Steve Kerr, maybe the John Paxson.
Come in and hit that game winner.
Hey, that's good. I hit the game winner.
So you ain't do much.
I watched a couple movies, laid in bed. I slept a lot.
Yeah.
Just feeling like crap, but
Gotcha.
I still dragged my ass out and got to work on Monday.
Who's in bed with you?
My dog,
The guys from the Dude Ranch.
The Dude Ranch.
and my cat Bud, best cat in the world.
Really?
Oh my god, I was never a cat person.
Till your girl brought in them cats.
This
loves
cat,
you, huh?
Oh my, the cat she doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
The cat loves me.
She listen. The cat knows where the bread's buttered.
Oh, yeah.
She'd be like, who does?
That cat, I'll like go to leave the house. It'll go out the doggy door because it's an indoor outdoor cat, and it'll meet me at my car when I'm getting ready to leave.
dope.
It's like stand out there, and then like if I pull up at night, like I'll get home tonight, it'll be sitting on the front porch waiting for me.
Like, where you been, motherfucker?
Yeah.
She crazy. I'm in this piece. No. I love it.
Yeah, so I wasn't a cat person, but yeah, the cats won me over.
Yeah.
The dog.
I ain't gonna lie.
So-
I'll keep it 1,000. I love cats.
Yeah.
I love cats. They
You love cats?
They're crazy
My
motherfuckers.
my son loves. I think my son. At one time, I think he had like 4 cats. I think he's down like maybe 3 now.
So maybe you're saying Devon's a cat lady.
Yeah, essentially he's a cat. He's a cat lady. But no, I can get down with cats. I mean, I had Dipstick for the longest time, growing up, and my ex-wife got that damn thing because she found one scorpion in the house, and she swore the cats were supposed to eat them, and I found scorpions every year. I'm like, what is this cat doing except eating our food? But but nah, Dipstick was a great cat. It was Devon's cat, so.
Yeah.
And they loved each other, but he's always been a cat. I'm more of a dog. I've
always been a dog person, but this cat, just came in, and the dogs we have at the house right now just annoy the shit out of me. Sometimes I just want to leave the front door open and
let him run.
and see what happens. But
Is it just the dogs, or no, I'm just kidding.
well, I mean, maybe maybe other people might leave too. I don't know.
I'm kidding. Shout out to Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid in the building.
Nah, but it's kind of funny. It's like all the dogs I've ever had, they know. They go. All the dogs I've ever had have gone from the outhouse to the penthouse.
I got a question. Do all dogs go to heaven?
I think so.
He's all. I hope so.
I hope so. My little Momo better be up in heaven. You know what I'm saying? But no, all the dogs, they would never run away.
Too bad you won't be able to find out.
Oh,
Just kidding.
That's on Nick.
Nick hopes he goes to the Dude Ranch.
Nah.
Hey, the dude ranch got me sick, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Better go get tested.
Dudes in the mouth.
All up in the mouth.
All over the mouth.
You guys are horrible.
Hey, put yogurt on your lips.
You guys are horrible.
It's
Can't go anywhere with these
not a
fools.
deterrent, it's an attraction.
Wow.
Hey, listen, we got to stay on topic. We can't get off topic like last time. It was bad. All right.
This is about to be none on the 10 podcast. Just me. Rat-tat-tat.
We come back.
And that's exactly. We take a break.
Something happened in the Mitchell Ball.
Hey,
My guests this week are the guys from the Dude Ranch.
hey, I'm
Cue and genuinize my pony.
gonna be like Diddy up in this piece. I'm gonna be like, take that, take that, take that.
Y'all are wild.
Thought y'all was doing that at the Dude Ranch.
Y'all are sick. Oh man. Anyway.
Hey, all I know is the two things that our followers know about Greedy is the Dude Ranch and Pickle Park. I mean,
Pickle Park. Oh, I forgot him.
Hey,
He bringing some old school shit up with Pickle Park, baby. Shout out to Pickle Park.
Pickle Park. Shout out to the dude, the sensei,
dude,
the sensei with the.
it's not a dude's ranch. It's a dude ranch.
Yeah, I know. You call it whatever
Potato,
you want.
potato.
You call it whatever you want, buddy. Anyway, that was your weekend?
That was it.
In a nutshell.
No comment.
No comment. Nah, man, mine was pretty chill. I had a birthday party over here. It was me and
It was me.
it was me and
Celebrating myself.
I know.
I had a single candle and a cupcake. I just blew it out.
It was me.
Pause.
Happy birthday, somebody.
It was me and like 8 girls. All right, I gotta put a disclaimer on that. It was it was my girl's friend's birthday.
Was it her sweet 16 or?
Whoa. Whoa. MTV.
I love it. I love
Pew,
it.
pew, pew, pew.
Love it. Hey, just because I like women, don't get all upset.
He filmed an episode of My Sweet 16 at the house here. Sweet 16.
Wow.
I love it. But no, that was pretty interesting. I mean, she had her boyfriend or whatever, but it was interesting. They had a good time. You know what I'm saying?
That shit went over my head like the Dougie. Like, oh.
We had this
Calling 6 girls and now there's a boyfriend involved. I'm like, oh, what the hell's going on in here?
we had a 360 machine rolling. Food. It was
3 something.
It was good. But no, but the crazy thing is I forgot because I don't drink. I don't put a lot of sugar in my life. A lot of my stuff is sugar free, non-sugar stuff like that. I drink vodka on the rocks, stuff like that. But they were making all these shots that fucking were real sugary and shit like that. That shit's fucking suck in the morning. Bro, I had the biggest fucking headache in the morning. And I was trying to figure out what the fuck it is because I never get any headaches when I drink.
That's because you know why? Because you're past that point.
That's that point of drinking sugary shit, right?
No.
Oh man, no, but I was like, never again. You just, it was just one of them things. You get caught up in the moment. You know what I'm saying? You want, drink with other folks, and you just got to be a grown man at some point and say no is no. But anyway, I had an amazing time. Sunday just chill, watch football.
Cool.
Made a little money this week. But
Oh, I heard about that with them bets.
yeah, with them bets, finally a close fucking game, and wasn't these fucking blowouts.
Well, I seen that text that KD said. I think he was talking to you specifically.
He probably was. I don't give a
said,
fuck.
"Pay me some of my
Yeah,
money."
pay me some of my money. But
quit bitching.
But Katie, guess what? I don't talk shit about you, man. You hit your 4 threes, which I needed you to do. But I ain't talking shit.
Hey, can we say this real quick?
I don't talk shit when you put up 16 points.
He was talking about his hair and he needed a brush.
Yeah, he do need a brush. I'm gonna talk about his hairline. I ain't gonna talk about his game. But motherfucker's a baller. But his hairline is crazy. I think he need to comb some of them naps out. Out of his beard and his hair.
But no, seriously, just to put it out there, allegedly. So I heard, I've seen those bets. So you put some $10 bets in, right?
Yeah.
Right. Allegedly,
Allegedly.
Monopoly money, what you win
Allegedly, I won $4,000. Allegedly.
off of $30 bets.
Yeah. Listen, I pay my taxes. Allegedly, I've won $4,000.
Yeah.
So, but hey, It wasn't a bad day at the office. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
But anyway, let's talk about past show. We talked about a guy on the past show, Puff Daddy, P Diddy,
Sean Combs.
Sean Combs. You know, we told him he was in a little bit of hot water. You know, what was it? Cassie was claiming that he had raped her and
A lot of shit.
and beat her and all type of stuff.
And then had remember Nick, you broke it down with what was it again?
Yeah, so human trafficking, making her have sex with male prostitutes and filming it. Physical abuse, emotional abuse, making her carry a gun around in her purse for him. A bunch of stuff, just craziness.
Crazy, but guess what? They settled out of court.
Yeah, I mean, and it was one day. It was like literally one day, and it got settled.
Yeah.
He saw the lawsuit and he pulled out his wallet. It's like, take that, take that, take that.
No, and he was like, my neck and my back. But I said out of
Okay,
court.
so let's get our thoughts on this real quick. First of all, here's another thing real quick. We didn't talk about it last show. We were on this last week, quick, but everybody that looks back, Diddy went back and paid the royalties. He didn't have to. Supposedly, $100 million worth of royalties he paid back to Bad Boy staff.
Right.
For artists, Bad Boy artists, excuse me, like Mace and Little Kim and
Yep.
112 and different things like that, right?
Yep.
And supposedly, from what I heard, was taking that check came with conditions. And those conditions were non-disclosures and everything else. So did he know this was, coming around the mountain? Or, pause, or was this a sign of, first of all, it was not a good gesture. I mean, let's be honest.
Well, here's the thing. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's too many rumors swirling around.
For the last 20 years.
Stuff like that. And I think, it always seems that, like, when stars, as they get older, that's when people feel like they can go at them. They can take jabs
Or maybe
because they don't have power like that, like they used to.
How about this? Or maybe whoever they make their deals with to get the power realize,
They're not around anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't got the influence anymore. They don't need to protect them.
Or they're dead.
I mean, either that or what if you make a deal with, I don't know. I'll just say this.
With who?
If you make a deal with, I don't know, another entity
Okay.
that's not trustworthy.
Okay. So what about Bill Cosby?
I mean,
Did he run his course? Did he make a deal with this so-called entity?
hey, put it this way, you never know. I've seen Bob Dylan on 60 Minutes say he made a deal with that entity. No, I'm serious. Bob Dylan on 60 Minutes said, I made a deal with, the commander-in-chief. And he's like, not of this world. And I mean, like, that's what he said out of his own mouth,
Bob Dylan did take a lot of drugs growing up. So
Okay,
I'm just
yeah.
saying, but it is what it is. I haven't seen it, but here's my thing. What are your thoughts on the settlement, though?
First of all, on settling in general or this settlement?
No, okay, we talk about both. We can talk about both. This
I never settle. I never settle.
you never settle.
Never settle.
Okay.
First of all, I never settle. That's just my motto. But as far as Diddy, I mean, I'm trying to wrap my head around it because I think he's guilty as shit. I think there's so many things. I mean, if you really break it down, I mean, I talked about it last show. The Usher, when Usher was a little kid. First of all, if I'm Diddy, why would I have a 13-year-old boy in my house?
Right.
Like, that's not even right. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to his defense, he's saying he's mentoring the kid. He's saying he's keeping him away from
From what?
all the outside distractions.
And bringing the inside distractions.
And so he's totally having them focused on his music career
No. Because here's the thing.
because they're dumping millions of dollars in there.
Usher says straight up he saw all the sex parties and everything else.
Oh, listen, I'm not here defending it, saying that he didn't see that.
No.
I'm just saying this would be my rebuttal if I was P. Diddy and saying, oh, no, the reason why I brought him in was because we're pouring millions of dollars in this kid, and I didn't want any outside distractions. He has a great talent, and this is why I had him under my wing the whole time.
All I got to say is that, man, when I first heard that, I said this last week, or when I first heard the BET interview, when Usher was coming up, saying, oh, yeah, I used to stay at Diddy's house when I was 13. I'm like, red flag. Red flag. Flag on the play.
Yeah.
Flag on the play. Seriously. And then all of a sudden, then you said the Justin Bieber, you're 15, come on, like the video that's floating around.
Right.
That did not feel right.
Right.
Didn't pass the eye test.
Right.
And I don't care what anybody says. Everybody writes narratives in this world, but if it doesn't pass the eye test and doesn't pass your discernment, it is what it is. You got to trust your gut. And then also, The Cannon rumors of sleeping on Diddy's couch too. How many people sleep on his couch when they're kids? Like seriously. I mean, and
Well, you call it Hollywood, Hollywood. You know,
Hollywood. Yeah, of course.
You call it Hollywood. So that's what I'm saying is maybe this is what I'm getting at.
Rite of passage.
Is like, they quote unquote, got to be with this big time superstar, big time entertainment to learn from, to figure out, how to,
Take that,
further
take that.
their.
How to take that.
Wow.
Maybe he just called that his casting couch.
Wow.
Come sleep on it.
Wow. Y'all.
I mean, I'll just
y'all are
say
starting to circle into Michael Jackson ranges right now.
Oh, if you really believe Michael Jackson, there's a lot of stuff about that. He was the only artist to buy all his masters and own his music rights.
he owned the Beatles catalog. He outbid Paul McCartney for the Beatles catalog.
Yeah, and Sony Music.
You know what Sony Music's worth? Yeah, he was worth.
So
Yeah.
it
Oh, so you saying so because he was buying all the stuff up, that's why they were making the stuff up on the other side.
yeah.
Very possible. Very possible.
You know what? I like where you guys are going with that. I've never heard that side
Well, I'll
of
tell
the
you,
story.
I'll tell you,
Okay.
one kid came out. His father had a lawsuit, and when he got older, he said that my dad made me say this. Like made me say this.
Okay. So you're saying because he was buying up everything, he owned his masters.
And he was doing stuff that the normal music artists weren't doing at the time, and he was kind of putting the playbook out there and talking about it, and they didn't like that, so they wanted to discredit him.
Hey, what do you think the Beatles catalog alone is worth?
That's crazy.
The Beatles.
Yeah,
So does
And then Michael's catalog. What's Michael's catalog?
so does his estate still own that? Do we know this?
I don't know if they sold it or what. I think they might have sold a bunch of that.
yeah. To pay for
But
Neverland.
yeah, some.
But no, like
That is great. But going back,
Hitman Prince, like have funny,
Yeah.
like funny endings. Unfortunately,
Right.
Like I mean, come on, Prince dies in an elevator.
but what was the story behind Prince? Come on.
I mean, have you seen some of his interviews? He talks about he's against the machine. He's definitely against the machine. I mean, I don't know. Just all you have to Google is some of the gems that he's dropped. And you could tell that, like, I don't know. It just seems too set up. He died in an elevator, but talk about don't ever let the elevator let you down, bring you down. Like, I don't know, whatever.
I got you. But going back to like we were talking about the settlement. So do you agree that he should have settled?
If
Yeah,
I was
'cause
his
he's-
lawyer,
yeah,
I would have
I-
told him to settle all day.
Actually, yeah, I do because he's guilty as fuck, in my opinion. Yeah, definitely.
I got you. My theory on that, because I've been on the side, is the reason why they tell you to settle is because out of any lawsuit, the lawyers who are the ones who get paid for the most part. And they tell you it is cheaper, no matter if
Gatekeeper?
you it's cheap unless you're trying to make a point. It's cheaper to settle than what it would cost you to pay your lawyer, which is crazy. So it's ROI type stuff. It's like, what are your return on your investment? So basically, I'm gonna pay my lawyer all this money, and it's gonna prove me right in the eyes of the public, but I'm still gonna be out this money. And then people will still have their opinion. So might as well settle
Hey,
for a
but here's
lesser
the
amount.
thing.
No. In my opinion, real quick.
But this is why I'm talking about why people settle for
I'll say this: if you got all that money, guess what? And my reputation's at stake. I earned that money for a reason. My reputation is worth more than just a dollar figure.
Than $10 million?
And I'll tell you, yeah, than 10 million easily.
But here's what I'm thinking.
If you're worth 500 million to a billion,
let's
You know why you settle though? You settle because maybe it's not all true, but there's enough truth to there to take you down.
or to dirty up your name. I get what you're saying.
let me say this too real quick. There's something we didn't touch on, and I'm not defending Diddy because I really don't like the dude. I mean, I don't know. You can just look in his eyes, and I'm not even kidding. Look in his eyes. Look, there's a Nipsey Hussle video when Nipsey and Lauren London were at his crib, and just the way he looked, it just doesn't look right. It doesn't feel right. He doesn't pass the vibe test me a lot of different times. I don't think I spoke on this last time, but his former bodyguard, Gene. Now, some people think that dude's crazy, but he talks about when he had Biggie come, during the height of the East Coast, West Coast beef. He said, man, Biggie had to come to Cali, and they even put in the video, we're going to Cali, 7:30 flight, JFK. Oh, Cali? Whatever. So Wolf, who was Diddy's right-hand man, bodyguard, feared-ass dude, goes, I got 40 dudes ready to roll down. We'll take the bus from Harlem and, or whatever in New York and head down to L.A. Diddy's like, nah, we don't need you. We don't need you. Stand down. He goes, Biggie came out to Cali in the height after Tupac died.
Right.
With the death threats and everything.
Yeah.
And did interviews with one bodyguard.
Yeah.
And
You've seen
seen the video.
You've seen. Well, you've also seen the movie Notorious, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he come out the barbershop and just him and Little C.
Yeah, exactly. And they're getting death threats.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man, it does not sit right. It does not sit right. And then on top of that, too, Biggie was under federal indictment, or investigation, where there were fed photos, right before he was killed. I mean, I don't know, none of it adds up to me. That's just, and I don't know, I just don't think it is what, let's put it this way. I've seen interviews, I've seen Biggie's mom, who I think is an amazing woman, stronger than anything. And you can just tell she don't like Puff. I don't care what anybody says. She don't like Puff. Like, she don't trust him. He's a snake to her. I promise you that. You can just tell. And in my opinion. And that, mom's intuition knows. And it's not just this dad. There's so many different things. So many different things with this dude. I hate to be that way, but it just doesn't add up. It just doesn't add up.
All right. Well, like I said, that's why I would settle.
Yeah.
Would you settle in any part of your life?
I mean, don't get me wrong, there's calculatedness, but if I'm in the right, I'm not selling. I'm stubborn like that. I'm not selling. Let me tell you one other thing, though, real quick, too. Shout out to Cam and Mace, because they're killing it right now. They take the rap game. They used to be boys. People don't know, for real hip-hop fans, again, I think I mentioned last week, they're in this group, Children of the Corn, with Big L. And then, Mace went to Bad Boy, and then blew up, as Diddy's right-hand guy, and then Biggie died, and he was Mace was the guy. And then, But before Biggie died, there's an interview that recently in the Cam and Mace podcast. And he says, man, Cam and them, they got real emotional. He goes, man, you took me to Biggie. He goes, why'd you take me to Biggie? He goes, because to be honest with you, I thought that Big would look after you and was the best person for you. He didn't take him to Puff. He didn't take him to Bad Boy. He took him to Biggie.
Right.
And my understanding, Mace and Biggie weren't even that cool. They were cool, but they weren't that cool. But he goes, hey, Cam, you got to meet Big. Because obviously, I don't know, it says what it said about Puff, just to be honest. He goes, I took you to Big because Big would take the best care of you. And he knew back then, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
Oh, another thing, Cam and Mace show. I remember when Cameron on the Breakfast Club said he went with Mace to Diddy's spot and went to the bathroom Mace used, and there was a dildo in the bathroom. And that he imitated Mace. He goes, man, that's Puff's, man. He does have girls here. I don't know what that's for. He's like, no, but that's in your bathroom. Wow. That's in your bathroom.
Wow.
Again.
Wow, that's some wild shit. That's wild. All right. Well,
Take that.
Well, let's talk about. Okay, let's talk about.
Hey, this is fact. Hey, look at the Breakfast Club interview with Cameron and Diddy about Diddy.
But anyway, all right, man. Well, all right. We're getting into Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, Christmas, everything. Is coming up. Thanksgiving just passed, but you got Christmas, something like that. The weather changing, man, out here. It's crazy. That's the thing about living in Arizona is we see the weather change late. There's some parts of the country right now that, it's snowing and stuff like that. But here and there, it's we can go out in shorts. It's 80 degrees during the day. That's why we get the snowbirds in here and people live out here. But still,
as I'm wearing a beanie. But yeah, I'm just doing that to this.
We get spoiled. So, our 70, 60 degree at nighttime, we start complaining, people out here and, from back east, out here in shorts and stuff like that. But
only reason I'm wearing this is because I was on the bike tonight.
But Nick had alluded, he's feeling a little bit sniffly, under the weather a little bit, and so
Flu season, baby.
Flu season. So here's my thing: is what do you guys do as far as your health routine, your health habits?
Let's add this with our lifestyles.
Yeah, with your lifestyles. Because we go hard. Let's
pause.
We have a good time in our life, and all three of us do. Sometimes we indulge and we overindulge. Let me ask you guys this, and I'll come back to myself and tell you what I do as far as my routine. But what do you guys do for And I'll start with the sickie over here. What do you do for your health routine? How do you stay healthy? How do you keep yourself?
So, it's been tough because, things have been busy lately. So I haven't stuck to my routine. And I think that's why I probably got a little bit sick. But, normally I have a lot of, exercise, a lot of hike all the time. I think hiking's a good exercise for, maintaining your heart strength and keeping fat off and because it's that constant burn and you can build some muscle too. But so that usually help. But this year it's just been been crazy. I haven't done it as much as I need to, and I normally take supplements. Like I take a supplement that has like vitamin D and zinc and some magnesium and a couple other things. They say it's testosterone support, but it's really good for all the stuff that you need if you're battling sickness. So I was taking that during COVID time, and obviously I stayed working the whole time and was in the field the whole time. And I went a whole year without ever catching it, being around people. I don't know, probably 6 or 7 times throughout that first year. I got notification, hey, you were around someone last week that had COVID, or because they had all the businesses you go into had to report, who was there and if they were exposed. And I was able to avoid it, but I think because I took all those supplements and, I haven't been doing it lately, and, I haven't been sick in a long time. And then I come up with a, like sinus infection or some kind of sickness going on. So, it's just, keeping up with the exercise, the healthier lifestyle with that, and then taking the proper supplements to, keep your body moving forward and healthy. So.
I got you. So did do ranch have anything? I could help myself.
Telling you
Skeet.
all the dust and shit, because I woke up the
Do
next
ranch
day
have
after
anything to
that.
do with it?
All the dust the next day I woke up and my eyes were like all swollen and my
Hey, when you were riding on that horse, were they playing Old Town Road?
no, they weren't. And they weren't playing Save a Horse Ride a Cowboy either.
No. But no, I get you, man. It's like I said, it's flu season. I mean, let me ask you this, Nick, you ever taken a flu shot
No,
in your life ever?
no, I don't believe in that.
Me neither.
No, me either. I've never had. Three of us
It's
never
more
had
of
a
an
flu
older
shot.
person thing, I think, just because it's supposed to protect you. But I know my dad takes it probably every year, and
It's the flu every year.
gets the flu every year. So.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout out to Mr. Curzio.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the COVID shot. You're gonna take and get sick anyway. Why take it?
Right. My thing is, our bodies have antibodies in it, already, and they're supposed to fight off, bacteria and infections and stuff like that. And if we keep putting in this fake shit, it doesn't learn to fight off, the stuff that's actually out here trying to kill us and shit like that. So. But anyway, Mitchell, what you got?
All right, so I'll tell you one. Pay attention to this one because this is a definite hack that worked for me.
Okay.
Since 2000, probably 12, 13. Knock on wood, I have not had a sore throat.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so what I do is, the nasty piss yellow Listerine?
Yeah.
I gargle with that shit like 6 times a day.
Really?
Yeah. And I keep that shit like you wake up at like 1 in the morning, take a piss, I gargle. 3 in the morning, take a piss, gargle, whatever. If I feel my throat like coming back from the club, or let's say you pass out drunk as shit, you open your mouth and the fucking fan's spinning around, like you feel your throat a little scratchy. I got to get up no matter how tired I am, drink that nasty ass, strong ass Listerine. And I'm telling you, I've not had a sore throat since 2012. If my throat starts feeling a little scratchy, I'm on that 6 times during the night in the morning.
Really?
I swear that shit kills all the germs. Now, counterpoint to some of the medicine people, they'll say that it also kills the good bacteria in your mouth.
Gotcha.
But I don't know. I know this has done me well, so I'm not going against it. I have not had a sore throat since 2012.
And you still have all your teeth, so you're good.
Yeah. I'm right. And then the other thing I'll say is, what's it called? So that's one hack that's very good for me. That's worked for me, I should say. And then obviously during COVID, I got turned into sea moss.
Okay.
I think I spoke on that before.
Right.
91 different vitamins and minerals. And it's actually it's supposed to like break down mucus in the lungs. So here's the one thing that when you drink, let's be honest, when you drink, especially if you do a let's say you go Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday, and you go Sunday Funday. You come back Monday. You are building up so much mucus in your chest. You're coughing. You're hacking. Whatever else. It's almost like you're sick. It's almost like if you come back from Vegas. We've all been there. It's like you're coughing. I always used to have phlegm. Especially after the weekends. I'll tell you what, the sea moss almost like breaks that down, almost like a mucinex, but in a natural way, with natural, and it has so many different things for your well-being, your health. I mean, even muscle repair, so many different things, gut health. So yeah, definitely check out sea moss. Dr. Sebi was on sea moss early, but you also got to make sure it's non GMO and where it's sourced and all that stuff. You want to make sure you do your homework on that. Now, the other things I use. Kind of like Nick said, I'm on vitamin D and zinc, and I was on that during COVID. Vitamin Z, zinc, and iodine. Anything that I would think would stop radiation. I'm not gonna say too much else on that.
I love it.
But I mean, hey, it is what it is, and I don't feel I was wrong. Right. And with that said, and then one thing I'm on now too.
Did you ever get COVID during COVID?
No,
Me either.
no.
That's wild.
No. Now, if there's a shot, I might have had COVID before COVID was announced. Maybe possible. Because I don't know what the fuck I had for 3 weeks in
Really, you might have got sick. Okay, gotcha.
December before they announced it in mid-January. So
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, you never know. But I never got COVID. And so, with that said, the other one I do like is the soja immunities. Have you ever seen those little orange? Little orange
Yeah. I get the turmeric ones.
Yeah. Exactly. Those are money. I take those every day. I take those every day right now. Yeah.
Okay.
And I do feel they really work because they got turmeric and a bunch of other stuff in there. And they also got the kombucha, whatever it's called.
The kombucha.
Yeah, kombucha. Yeah. And that stuff.
The kombucha's nasty.
And then I don't know exactly. Speaking of nasty,
definitely,
there's one other one that really helped me, especially when I was trying to switch off of Red Bull and vodkas, and was coming off of had to make a big transition. I drink green tea, with turmeric, cayenne pepper. I stir it up, and it would have a bite, but it was so good for you.
Right.
Like cayenne pepper kills. It's almost like that's like Listerine, but a healthier Listerine kills everything. I mean, look up what cayenne pepper does for a sore throat or for colds.
Okay.
I mean, seriously. So I mean, and then and so those were some of my hacks. And then worst case, you can always do vodka. Vodka kills everything too.
That's why I tell everybody, hey,
I've been drinking much vodka lately. I think that's my
a
problem.
natural disinfectant right there.
And then let me take the other step of it. So if you're doing like vodka soda, you keep it cleaner like you do vodka rocks. I mean, to be honest with you, I really believe there's something to that. Where sometimes when we have beer, especially when we have American beers with the processed, the corn flour, whatever syrup, the corn syrup in there and stuff.
Yeah.
Like all the light beers we thought were helping us. It's like first of all they give you almost the munchies like you're smoking weed. Remember, get off the lake. Hey, you can drink. That's the funny thing. Like Miller Lite started the less filling, right?
Right.
And you're like, okay, cool, less filling, but with the corn.
But Mo hungry.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we smoke weed or something. It's like it's like you throw a 24-pack down on the river, like let's go in and out.
Yeah, right.
I swear it was like you were high and you wanted to get the munchies. And when you don't do that, I don't know, it's just and then on top of that, can you imagine your gut health when it comes to drinking these these type of Americanized beers? I hate to be that way, but I'd rather drink vodka that kills
For sure.
it kills germs
For sure.
than bring this yeast ass brew that gets built up. So
Yeasty.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I'm sort of on the same lines. I make sure vitamin C every day plus my multivitamins. But I take my little secret is silver drops. I take silver drops underneath my tongue. I started to take it back in COVID for certain reasons that we heard.
Silver drops, like drops of silver.
Yes, so so you can get them at any Walgreens, any health food store, whatever.
what about iodine?
Or I take my iodine.
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 Interesting. Some people say that's for radiation.
No, listen, I'm just saying. These are some of the things I implemented during
These
COVID
are the things
that I take to this day. And as you say, I don't get sick very often. I rarely get sick. I may get the sniffles for maybe a couple days, but I rarely get sick. When I do get sick, I go down. But that, oh wow, goodness gracious. But no, that happens maybe.
That's what she said.
Every 2 to 3 years, maybe, if something's bad going through. But like I said, I make sure I religiously take, my vitamins every day because I feel like it helps your body. You got to build up your immune system. You know what I'm saying? And if you have a very good built up immune system, it will help you fight. These
Can I add something real quick that a lot of people think like, in fact, like I was talking to somebody the other day about this, and they were sick. I'm not gonna say who, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I took Theraflu or Nyquil or whatever it is," and I'm like, I don't know. I cringe at that. This is me personally. It's my opinion. But when you take things that like stop your body from like, first of all, I get if you have a fever of 103 for a day or something or 2 days. Okay, yeah, you got to bring that down. But if you're just starting to get a fever, break the fever. Let your body do its thing. Don't start throwing all these processed chemicals into it to stop what your body's meant to do.
Yeah.
I mean, like for example, it's like everybody wants to feel comfortable. I'd rather have a day or two of pain or being discomfort and let that shit go away than 2 weeks of feeling like bullshit. And that's what like.
So that's all your body's doing.
Hey, I haven't taken one thing, other than my vitamin that I started on a couple days ago when I started feeling sick. I haven't taken any Tylenol.
I don't do any of that anymore.
I take cold and flu stuff.
It's
just like
designed. Your body's designed to keep yourself alive.
Exactly.
Straight up. That's what the body won't. I mean, even when you're dying, it starts cutting off. People don't notice. It starts cutting off blood circulation to your limbs, all your outer limbs, to keep your heart pumping. So your body naturally, your body naturally says, "I'm going to keep your ass alive." This is what we ain't dying up in this motherfucker.
that's the same thing if like you're like stuck in the cold. Why people lose limbs from frostbite? It's because all the blood comes out of it keeps in all the blood in your core to keep your heart and your lungs healthy in your brain. So it cuts off all the circulation to your arms and your legs. With no circulation, no blood flow, they freeze up real quick.
I'm dying. Now, here's what I'm asking you. There's a question for both of you guys, real quick. Is this a generational thing? Or is it a generational thing? So is it like, so us being older, we have, the old way of thinking, and then we have the new way of thinking. So the way we think is this older? Is this how when you were growing up, is this how your parents?
No, I'll tell you this. I'm gonna jump this and kind of. I was having a conversation with Professor Johnson. Was it this morning or yesterday actually? And we were kind of laughing because being in our 40s.
Yeah, right.
40s. So
who's in the 40s? What?
1840s.
Yeah. Keep going though. Keep going.
So what's funny is we sit there, and being in your 40s up to maybe 50 or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I was 18 or 19, I remember me and my boys, we'd hang out. Well, me and my boy, we'd hang out at his pop's house. And I remember they were playing dominoes and they're slamming bones and they're talking. And I'm like, man, it looks like the Whispers reunion. What's going on? and I'm, also I was clowning. That's what I was gonna say, singing.
Right.
So word back home. So I was clowning.
Right.
And they look back, man, Mitch, you a blade. They were talking like it was funny. We're going back and forth.
Right.
And I'm like, so I talked to the other, and I go, hey man, how old was your pops back then? Him and his crew.
Right.
When we was 19, they was 36 and 38.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, damn, I thought they were older than dirt. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I thought they were like 70 and shit. Like, it's like the Temptations can't even do this anymore. Whatever.
Right.
And now I look back. I mean, I look now to us, and we're past that. And look how we talk.
Right.
Look how we act. I mean, it's like okay. So my question is this: did MTV generation really mess us up? or maybe drinking alcohol at 15 or 16 made us immature?
No.
But
okay, so
really
so here's
as
my
young
thing.
as we think.
So here's my thing. My grandfather lived till he was 92, and one thing that he told me is when you give in to your age, that's when you start dying. And I think the difference between some people our age is we don't give in to our age. We don't buy into the fact. It was like, oh, you're this age, you got to act this way, you got to dress this way, you got to be this way. And that's not the case. I think that's when you start. That's when your body says, okay, mentally you're like, okay, I'm old. Okay, well, fuck it. I'm gonna start breaking down. You know what I'm saying? And so that's another reason why I think we are in as good a shape as we are is because mentally we're younger than what our age says. I think we joke about having younger women on the set, but they also keep us young too. Because I can tell you this is, I have to have that same energy to match her energy, and that's what I love about it because I'm a high energy type of cat. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
I
Because
still think I'll say social media plays a big role in that too, because like even though you might be in your 40s,
Late 30s,
you
late
can still
30s.
see what
Oh, the people at my work, by the way, they're like, sorry not to interrupt, but I went around and we was like, okay, how old? How old's Mitch? And one of the girls, she's like, I don't know, like 36. And then someone's like, I don't know, between 30 and 40, 38. So,
there you go.
they're still employed next week.
19. It was like, good, I'm not
talking about
firing
the
you.
year they thought you were born, not your age. No, but like social media, so like you can jump on TikTok and you can see like the newest trends. Like our parents' generation, they didn't have anything to like. They knew what they knew, and then the younger generation would get into stuff that they didn't even know about. There was no way for them to learn about that because it wasn't like they were hanging out at the high schools. They were at home, and the kids were at the high schools or at the malls doing the stuff that they do and coming up with the new trends and stuff that spread by word of mouth. And the parents just weren't in that, and they had no way to find out. So I think now with social media, you could be in your 40s and you can still know what's cool and what's hip, and you have the access to all the new up and coming music and up and coming movies and the cool trends or whatever you want to say, clothing, everything, and you can still kind of live that youth, and kind of still keep yourself youthful because you have the tools to do so.
Let me say this real quick. I'm gonna share an experience I had when I had my card store, right?
Okay.
And so this had to be circa maybe 2002, maybe give or take, missing a year. And I remember Eminem's the Eminem show, or what was it, Eminem show, whatever one, his Marshall Mathers LP, whatever it was, came out. And so I bought it, whatever. I liked Eminem early. I didn't really care for him afterwards, whatever. Got two played out, and his fans, again, I hate when people are so diehard, that they're weird, And so anyway, but I remember this hit me. I got the new album with a Stan song or whatever, And I remember a cool kid, he'd come into my baseball card store. He's like 8. He's 8 years old. And he goes to me, and he goes, hey, Mitch, did you get the new Eminem album? That Stan song's dope. And I look and I'm like, this kid's 8. We're listening to the same fucking music. My mind was like, oh, fuck.
Blown.
Like seriously, I'm like, and that's probably why I still don't care for Eminem shit to this day, now. But it was like seriously, that was the first time in my life. I was always up on everything, new trends, new this, new that, before in social media. And now that's why I think social media cheated a person like me, because I was always up on all that shit.
Right.
You had to go catch up, or whatever. And now it's like everybody, the dorkiest dudes are on first. It's like, oh yeah,
But the craziest thing, I don't even listen to hip hop anymore. Hip hop to me is trash. Like it's dead to me because they've just killed it. They've commercialized it. They've dumbed it down so much or something like that. I'm just sad. That's why I say I've switched on to another genre. That's why I listen to EDM most of the time.
Now do you have to do drugs to listen to it?
No, man, I listen to Rufus the Soul, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Cleaning the house, making a sandwich, whatever. But
You haven't made. You don't clean the house.
what you say? What you tell
Don't
him?
talk about his girl like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gonna get him shot.
I know. Calm down, bro. Not my family here. Shit. Nah, but I'm just saying this, man. It's just I don't know. The times are just weird. Like I said, I miss the old school hip hop. That's the one thing. Being an old head, I miss the old school.
I remember this being on the forefront of that shit.
Yes,
and nobody knew
but
shit.
It's just changing. You get little catchy little vibes, but man, the shit that they got out now
It's trash.
It's trash.
First of all, I'll tell you this. I got satellite radio, and I really don't know why, other than because my favorite channels, and my girl will attest to this. I go 80s, 90s, even 2000s. I'd rather listen to NSYNC. I'm gonna be real. I'd rather listen to NSYNC than listen to this trap music shit that's popping.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man.
I turn on the Shade 45. I can't. Every song sounds the same to me. I'm like, did they just play this?
They talk half the time anyway.
Yeah.
And it's
But
like
the songs,
yeah.
every single song sounds the same.
It's crazy. The shit's changed in the last 5 to 10 years for me because I always liked satellite radio, and all the rap stations were the first things I went to. and now it's like what 44, 45, whatever the 3 or 4 are.
Yeah.
I mean, I have them on my presets just in case, just to stay loyal to the genre I grew up in and I loved and I defended.
Nah.
And you know, it's like most of the songs are so trash. And I mean, it's like
I don't even play that shit no more. I got rid of XM. I was like, I'm done with. That's what I'm saying. I'm done with music. I was like, I'd rather go back, listen to my play. I get better songs on my playlist than fucking anything. You know what I'm saying? If I hear a catchy song, I'm like, oh, what the fuck is that? You know. But other than that, I'm done with it. I'm literally, hip hop is dead to me. And it's unfortunately, you know, we got the Miro back. That's, you know,
So you and Nas both, hip hop is dead.
yeah. I mean, Nas said it right. He knew it was coming.
I mean,
Hip-hop is
let's say this real quick too. I mean, because you know, I do feel it has something to do with a few things. I do have a feeling it has to do with our MTV generation. There's people a little bit older than us, you know, whatever that you know started, you know, in that generation. I think that changed a lot. The MTV generation. I also think that the reality world, you know, real world type stuff, the reality television, and that kind of streamed into you know social media.
Yeah, and it changed how we are.
Oh, without a doubt.
But all right, man, we come to the end of the show. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna let Nick go.
Yeah.
Maybe last because I know he's sick. Whatever. What you got? What you got, Mitchell?
We're talking about thoughts of the day.
He's like,
Okay, so let's see. For thoughts of the day, I'm just gonna say this. You know, we're coming off of Thanksgiving and everything, and I mean, you know, again, we already will have had Thanksgiving, but that doesn't mean it's just one day to be thankful. Let's just appreciate, like seriously, the people that mean the most in our life.
Facts.
The people that you know what if again, it's funny because we don't seem to appreciate it until it's almost taken from us sometimes. Like we need to wake up, you know, and really just stop and think for a second. What's important? Who's important? What's this life really about? You know, we only get one life to our knowledge. And it's like, man, and we don't know when it's going to get, our time clock's going to get punched. So at the end of the day, it's just like, you know, when they say on Valentine's Day, you know, you have your girl, you appreciate her all year. You know, you don't appreciate her just on Valentine's Day. Same thing with Thanksgiving. Be thankful for the good people in your life. Be thankful for the opportunities. And again, yeah, Thanksgiving, we get reminded of that. We come together. But let's make sure we just keep that going every day when you wake up, you know, because sometimes I know life's tough. Life's tough for everybody. But in the same token, we have to wake up and think about what we're thankful for. You know, so.
ooh, that's facts. I love that one.
Yeah.
Nicodemus, what you got, baby?
So it's been the same thing on my mind for the last 4 days. My bed. So all I'm gonna say is sometimes you gotta take a little time for yourself and you know get a little extra sleep, take care of your body, and
There you go.
And I'm looking forward to getting home and doing that. So
Yes, a little bit of me time.
yes,
Yes.
Does that include lotion?
sometimes I raw dog it. You never know.
Wow. Anyway, that's an exclusive on 2 out of 10. But anyway. But no, my thought of the day is kind of like I saw this and I'm going to share this. It's like boiling water softens potatoes, but it also hardens eggs. So what I got from that is it's all about what you have inside. You know what I'm saying? It is all about it spoke to character, and that's what I'm saying. You know, you could have the same situation, and you could have two different people come out of it, and it was that hit hard. So figure out who you are, man, and that's what I'm saying.
So Nick's a potato.
You know what I'm thinking? If you have a soft outer shell like a potato, then when things heat up, you're just gonna melt away.
Gotcha.
But when you have a hard outer shell and things get rough and get hot, you're gonna get strong on the inside. So
It's all about character, man. And my thing is, what type of character do you have? And so you have to ask yourself that. You know, are you a good guy? You're a bad guy? Figure it out. But anyway, we out of here. 210. Love you.